Hello everyone, my name is Noah and in today's session, we are going to discuss that how to identify highs and lows in a trend. Okay, in our today's session, we're going to discuss how these highs and lows are very important in our trading and how to distinguish between them to basically analyze the trend and analyze how institutes hunt these stop losses because every high and low carry a lot of stop losses. So now we're going to discuss them in order to analyze the market in a right manner. So what is basically a high? A high is the highest point which the price make before reversing its direction. And what is a low? The low is the lowest point the price make before reversing the direction. Okay. So high is the highest point before reversing the direction. A low is the lowest point or peak before reversing the direction. High is the highest point before reversing the direction. Low is the lowest point before reversing the direction. Okay. So in order to discuss what are the valid highs and lows, we basically use a smart thing in order to identify them. And I will tell you after a practical example of highs and lows. So just pause this video for 1 minute and tell me, can you see the peaks here in that price action? If you ask me, yes, we can see the peak. We are seeing this is the highest point which the price make, right? This is the highest point which the price make, and this is the highest point which the price make. This is the highest point which the price make. This is the highest peak which the price make before reversing its direction. This is the highest point which the price make before reversing its direction. So yeah, I see the potential highs there. Now let's discuss the lows. This is the lowest point which the price makes before reversing the direction. Lowest point, lowest point, lowest point, lowest point. This is the lowest point which the price makes before reversing the direction. So that is clear. Now let's discuss that what are the valid highs and what are the valid lows. In order to find the valid highs and lows, there is a one criteria that I basically use. The last green candle of the high, the next red candle should break below the last green candle. Means the lowest wick of the last green candle, if there is a wick of the last green candle, the next red candle should close the body below that green candle. Okay, you need a body close below it. Means if there is a green candle like that on the high, and there is a wick also below this green candle, you need to see that the next red candle which the price is about to make should close the body below the last green candle. Okay, if it closes the body, then it will be treated as a valid high. That means if there is a last green candle here, next red candle close the body below it, it's a valid high. It will be a valid high if there is a last green candle and next red candle close the body below it. It will be a valid high. It will be a valid high if there is a last green candle and with the lowest wick or without a wick, and next red candle close the body below it, because sometimes there can be a wick like that. In some cases, there will be no wick. So, but the thing is, price should close the body below the last green candle. In case of a valid low, we can differentiate between the lows, right? Because the lowest point before the price reverse its direction. But if there's a last red candle with the highest wick and the next green candle close the body above the last candle highest wick, then it will be a valid high. Okay, there should be a last red candle with the highest wick and the price should close the body above it. And in some cases, if there is no highest wick and if the price just close the body above it like that, then it also will be a valid high or valid low. Okay, so let's find here in this example, is that a valid high or no? I am seeing the last red candle here, right? And that is the highest point of the last red candle. And if you see that right here, this green candle has closed above this last candle highest wick. So it doesn't matter if there is a first candle or a second candle, but I need to see a green candle body close above the previous candle highest wick or previous candle body. So here, as it closed above the previous candle high streak, so that is a valid low for me. This is the last red candle of a low. The next candle close a body above it. So as the next candle close a body above it, so that is a valid low for me. In this example, this is the last red candle, right? Because from this point to this point, that is a low. That is the last red candle. We are seeing that price never close a body above the last red candle. So for me, this is not a valid low. Okay. And as the price did not give us a valid low, and always the price moves in a series of highs and lows. So if there is this low and this is the high, and this is again the price created a high, I will not count this one. For me, this is a straight move because I will analyze the market from the highs and lows. As this is not a valid high, so for me, I will not count this high as well. It has to be highs, lows, high, low, like that. Okay. So as you can see, this is also we count as a low, the lowest peak, and that is the last red candle. Green candle close a body above it. So for me, this is a valid low. Okay. This is the last red candle. And green candle with third green candle, price close a body above it. So for me, this is a valid low. Okay. Now let's discuss in terms of highs. The high will be the highest point which the price make before reversing the direction, and there should be the last red candle which the price, the last green candle which the price made, and the next red candle should close a body below it. In that case, that is the high, that is the last green candle, and that red candle close a body below it. So for me, this is a valid high. Last green candle, red candle close a body below it. So this is a valid high for me. The last green candle, the fourth red candle close a body below it. So this is a valid high for me. The last green candle, third red candle close a body below it. So for me, this is a valid high. The highest point which the price made, and as the highest point which the price made, there is this now there is a little bit dynamic price action here, because see, this is the highest point which the price made. After that, within the next candles, within the high, there is this green candle which the price made before a red candle. So will I count this low, this as my last green candle, or this as my last green candle? So this is a dynamic example where we can basically call it as a type 2 of the valid highs and lows. If we are dealing with the last green candle that is within the previous high, that is also saying, okay, this is the highest point which the price make, and that is the green candle as well. So this is a type 1 example of the valid highs, which is more stronger than this one, because in this example, this is a high, right? But that in that case of high, this last red candle here, which the price made. And the next, within the next candle, there is this green candle which the price made before reversing the direction. So I will call it a valid high because the price made a green candle and then the red candle closed a body below it, but it was not within the previous highest wick. It was just within the next candles. So I will call it a dynamic high, but it will still be a high. Not strong as this one, because in the previous example, this is the high which the price made, and also that high also count on this green candle, and when the price close a body below it, so it's a valid high for us, and this green candle is not within the previous high. So now I hope so now you understand how we mark the valid highs and lows. So for me, this is a high, low, high, low, high, straight low, high, low, high, and low. Okay. So these highs and lows are very important in order to identify the trend, in order to understand where the price is basically going. Is it in an uptrend, or is it in a downtrend, or is it in a sideways? Okay. Because if you see a low And if the next low is higher than the previous low, then it is a higher low. If you see the next low that is lower than the previous low, then it is a lower low. Okay. And in the uptrend, price always create higher highs and higher lows. In the downtrend, price always create lower highs and lower lows. So as this next low is higher than the previous low, this is a higher low. This next low is higher than the previous low, so it is a higher low. So I'm gonna end this video because today's video was only about highs and lows and how to identify valid highs and how to identify valid lows.